On Sunday, Fox News host Rachel Campos Duffy told the story about how she actually encouraged her friend, allegedly, to illegally cross the southern border into the United States. I thought Fox News was absolutely 100% against people coming across that southern border illegally, but this is what Rachel Campos Duffy had to say. I have a childhood friend who lives in Spain who wants to come visit our family and cannot. Because she's not vaccinated and our country doesn't allow people to legally come visit, citizens of this country, if they're not vaccinated. I told her, I said, well, it's a longer journey, but you could probably get across the border, the southern border. None of these people are having to follow the rules that, other people are trying to fly into our country to visit. Many people are getting vaccinated still just to get into the country. But in the sentence before that, you said these people aren't following the rules, and then you're like, but they're still following the rules so they can come in. So even the people trying to come here illegally understand, like, okay, well, we need to get shot, because there's still a deadly pandemic. As much as we want to pretend that it doesn't exist anymore, folks, it's still happening. And that's the point of these regulations, not letting unvaccinated people come in from other countries to potentially infect us. Or to grab the virus while they're here, bring it back to where they're from. Nobody wants that. No government leaders want this virus, once again, just going border to border to border, infecting more and more of the population, continuing to mutate, rendering our vaccines eventually completely useless. If we continue with this cycle of mutation, we're going to have to come out with new vaccines that can handle all of the variants that are still around because we're really not doing anything. But I do have to wonder, is it a crime to suggest that somebody illegally crossed the border? Illegally crossing the border is obviously a crime. It's just a misdemeanor. I think Republicans would like us to think that it's a capital offense, but nope, it's just a misdemeanor. But you're really not allowed to encourage people to commit crimes. That can be seen as a form of coercion if the individual does eventually do it. It could also be considered conspiracy if you get the right judge to accept those charges. So, Rachel, I'd be a little bit more cautious with your words in the future. I know you were trying to make a kick-ass point about Biden's border policies, which, let's be honest, really no different than those of Donald Trump. So I don't know what you're talking about here, but choose your words more carefully, because a skilled prosecutor might be able to get you for conspiracy on this issue. And I'm sure you wouldn't want that hanging over your head. I'm sure you wouldn't want to be seen as the one Fox News host that's actually encouraging illegal immigration into the United States, now would you? Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.